Hey, Whatnot Sellers. This is Lifestyle 365, and today I want to talk about some stuff that I've been learning about social media in connection with Whatnot so far. I'm not an expert. We're just going to put that out there right in the begins. But I have been dabbling with YouTube and I've been dabbling with Instagram. I'm old, so it took me a minute to jump into these, but fresh eyes, right? So we're going to talk about it. I got 5 things most notable to share here. So if I'm new to you, my name is Tamika Crow of Custom Wood Burning. I've been selling heat gun art on Whatnot for 3 years now, and recently started posting videos here to share some of the insights and things about lifestyling that I've been picking up along the way in hopes it'll help others in their journeys. So I'm glad that you're here for this. And social media and marketing, this could apply to any social media for the record, but my lens is biased to YouTube and Instagram. And I want to say even TikTok to some degree, but that's a little bit different of a platform because that's more like viral, like the algorithms. They just do things different over there. Anyway, the first thing that I've noticed, and these are things I'm just learning, correct me if I'm wrong on anything, and feel free to add feedback in the comments if you have it. So the first thing is intention. This is, I think this is like being sound in our purpose behind what we're doing and posting and utilizing and leveraging these social media platforms for, because they are social. There's like a big scale between business and recreation, or just like, the friends to the buyers, like everywhere in between, and simply just being intentional about where in that spectrum do we want to lie, I think is important, because if we're clear in it, then our viewers are clear in what we're doing there. But also it drives decision making, I think, along the way, and kind of shapes the strategy of how we're using it. And so what we see often is creators kind of like come up with a video, and then if they're active on 4 or 5 different social media platforms, they'll kind of just like send that same 30-second, 60-second, say, video to all the platforms with no regard to the algorithm, the audience, the followership, the trends, like none of that stuff. And so I think being intentional per social platform on what do we want to use that one specifically for, I think really can help us not waste energy, I want to say. So without going too much deeper into that, just is the platform monetized, and is that a goal of ours, is an example that could shape decision making. Is the platform ideal for marketing, or is it ideal for sales, for instance, could shape our decision making on how we present ourselves and our business and our products, our energy on those platforms. So just being intentional is the first thing. Which platforms and what we're using them for is the first thing. The second thing is who are just knowing, identifying, choosing, maybe even who our audiences, because I think oftentimes what I'm seeing, and again, I'm just in like full observation mode these last couple months, but I think this is a key thing that we miss. Just being like, who do we want, who are we trying to attract with this content that we're creating on these social media platforms, right? Because if we don't know who our audience ought to be is, again, like, is it friends or is it buyers? Is it certain demographics? Is it, I don't know, like, is it certain, who is it, right? Who are we trying to attract? Because our audience, if we can identify who it is, then we can double down on content creation that suits them, that connects with them. The more we know and understand who our audience is, the better we can connect with them and the better we can retain them, is what it seems like. So I've been listening to a lot of YouTubers about this too, and there's like something that was really struck me as kind of a no-brainer once it's put on the table like this. But if we're creating YouTube videos, for instance, and they're about, just to throw out an example, if they're about like cooking, just as a random example, post these videos about cooking and we go, well, this isn't getting the traction that I would like. And so I also do crochet. So let me start sharing some crochet videos. Well, now what we've done is we've attracted and built this audience based off that loves cooking videos. And then as soon as we switch it to crochet, we've changed the thing that they subscribe to. And so we lose them, right? It's like we have to choose who our audience is, because we can't have both. We can't have both. Maybe some instances we can have both, but in general, like if people find our videos or our content, if it's Insta or whatever, and they follow us and subscribe, they're wanting more of that, right? And so if we switch it, we're switching our audience along with it. And so I just think that's like kind of a interesting and like notable thing to keep in mind when we're creating, is just like locking into like, is this for the same people, right? The same person, really. We can imagine one person, and just every time we do a video, like that's who we're talking to, I think can help with like that consistency factor so that we can retain them when we connect with them, right? So consistency matters. Just that's the kind of the takeaway there as far as like audience. The third thing is content type, like format type of thing, which I wrote down templates for the win. But basically, like all these really have a consistency factor kind of underpinning them. But again, this goes with expectations. So if we are consistent with our, if we decide this is the type of content that we want to use and put together to speak to the audience that we've determined, that we want to connect with intentionally for whatever the purpose, right? Then we can say, okay, these are the type of videos or content, reels or whatever that I want to present. And when we start pushing out that type of content, if we have like a template, like first of all, if they're consistent, and if we do have a template or something like that, then it's recognizable. So there's that. But also it just creates this like bar of expectation. So our viewers and people who subscribe to us can track it basically. And then like we set the expectations. So then the expectations of our viewers can be met, if that makes sense. And so there's like, I think this balance to be found between what's familiar and what's new, right? Because we don't want it so familiar that it's boring, but we don't want it so new that it changes every time to where it's like borderline not recognizable, this kind of thing. And so that balance may look different for everybody, but I really think like templates for the win here. So this is the type of content, and you can swap out different things, but also templates are a win for just the time, money continuum, because content creation is extremely time consuming. It can be, right? And so having like some kind of establishing some kind of like content type and format and template. I really think every content creator, and we see this, right? Actually, we can self-observe this if we put this lens on and look through any like well-established content creator. They're doing this, and they do it because it works for their time money continuum, for their brand recognition, for offering reliability and trust to their and expectations being met to their viewers, right? Now that I say that, I hope whoever's listening to this will observe this, because it's really interesting, but I believe that it works. And so so there's that, and the main thing with that is it's just way more efficient. And so there's it's a win for the content creator and a win for the viewers, and so win-win on the content type. The fourth thing, I know this is longer, but it's good. It's good, okay? The fourth thing is a little quicker: frequency. I think oftentimes a lot of what I see is just kind of like just super inconsistent content creation. So it's kind of like, and I was doing this too, and I'm still working on it. I'm working on all these things in real time, okay? But the frequency, I think, like, I see a lot of folks just kind of like, you get an idea. It seems like you get an idea, you create something, and you just post it, right? Doesn't matter what time of day it is. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. You're just posting on a regular basis, but the frequency itself is undetermined. And by frequency, I mean, like, are we posting daily? The posting schedule, is it daily? Is it bi-weekly? Is it weekly? Is it monthly? Like, what is the schedule? This extra matters if the platform that we're posting to is monetized, right? Because they'll have requirements. Like YouTube, I think you have to post weekly. I don't know what they are for the other ones, but mostly frequency can set, again, expectations to viewers. And so if you go posting every single day at the same time, or every Monday, for instance, at 9 a.m., right? If you're consistent like this, number one, you can schedule out, like, when you create content, like, you can schedule it to drop at the same time. But also viewers can look forward to it. They can go, oh, I know there's going to be a new thing this day, this time. And so they'll like have this extra thing to subscribe to, right? And if you miss a day, it's like, hold on, where are you at? You okay? Like, what do you do? Wellness call or wellness check, because viewers, and so this is one of those things, this wouldn't really probably work with TikTok because it's just not like that type of interest-based platform. It's more of a just attention, like, we don't really subscribe by and large to specific folks. We're just kind of like, it's very viewer centric and not like content creator centric, if that makes sense. But either case, I think determining a frequency of how of just how much we want to be active on the different things, and how much we can be in a sustainable way is huge, I think, because again, content creation is a lot, and if it's supplemental to sales platforms. So if we sell on Whatnot and we market on Instagram, for instance, a lot of our energy has to go into Whatnot. So the Instagram would be like a bonus thing. And so we really have to ask ourselves, at what frequency can I post consistently in a sustainable way? Like, if I because daily is tricky. Daily is really tricky. And maybe it's just once or twice a week, and that's fine. But whatever we determine as sustainable, we may as well go ahead and lead with that, because or the sooner the better, right? Because we can always add more later, but it's hard to like retract and this kind of thing. Sustainability, frequency contributes to efficiency, but it also contributes to trust and just reliability for our viewers. So there's that. And then the last thing is a call to action. This is across all socials. This applies to, and this is okay, so now folks see our content and they like it or they heart it or comment. Maybe we can get some comment farming or this kind of thing. But how does it connect to our business, our bottom line, our financials? How does that part? That's the call to action. That's the, okay, you saw this product video that just is amazing on Instagram. So like, how do you buy it, right? How do you order customs? How do you get more of that? How do you convert the viewer to the buyer? That's the call to action. This can be as simple as a sticker with a link in it. It can be a link in the description of the content. It can be, it could be something in the bio of any platform, but really having something embedded in the post is, from what I hear, again, I'm just learning these things, is the ideal call to action, making it easy for that viewer customer conversion and just kind of like embedding a pipeline for like, oh, if you like this, here you go, silver platter, let me make it easy for you on how to buy this or how to see more and this kind of thing, instead of making folks like search for things, because 2026, like we're lazy, we're too lazy for all that. So let's see, connects the content creation to the goals. Yeah, that's what I got. So intention, audience, content templates, we'll call it, frequency, and then call to action. Just some stuff to consider that I've been chewing on a lot regarding social media and how it pertains to our sales platform. For me, it's Whatnot. It could be other things for other folks, but basically these are all connected and they all, I think, deserve like some one by one attention for the win. So if you found value in this, please give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube know to push it out to more live sellers, and we'll cut it right here. I just want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time because we're posting every day for 365. Bye-bye.